All right, just finished the stream. My dinner's heating up. This is probably going to be the quickest video that I've ever made. I just want to get this stuff out here for you guys ASAP. What we did on stream today to prepare for the league start tomorrow is we made a very, very specific loot filter. A lot of you guys have been asking for it in the comments of the build guide. Also, a huge thank you to guys for the interest in the build. Really, really think you're going to have a great league start playing the SRS Guardian. And I'm going to be league starting the build alongside you guys, so you can follow along. There will be daily update videos that I will show all of the items that I buy, everything that I pick up, my thought process, you can just follow along on Twitch as well. So if you want to follow with the build, I'll keep you guys up to date on everything, especially with any tweaks or anything that you may run into, when we see new ascendancies, new charms, everything like that. So what I have for you guys today is this very specifically tuned loot filter. If you are league starting any type of minion build, you should probably be fine, but it's a little bit extra tuned for my SRS Guardian. So I'm highlighting certain uniques, SRS specifically. We actually are also highlighting div cards that have higher % quality, particularly for minion quality, anything that's like going to be really good for this build, and items that we think are going to be worth a little bit more this coming league. We also de-emphasize rares that we won't be using or aren't really focusing on. I'm not hiding them entirely, but we're de-emphasizing them. And then we are specifically highlighting rares that are going to be a little bit better for the build. So if we go to right here, so this is tier 1 rares that we have set. So things like minion wands, things like good shields for us, these are actually highlighted in a little bit different color with this pink background. So better rares for the build. Other thing that we're doing is we are very specifically highlighting ghastly eye jewels. So these are the only ones that we really care about. We don't care about these ones. So these are going to be highlighted as well, so they really stand out and you know exactly what you're going to be looking for the build. All right, so that's the loot filter. And then the second thing, this is more of an opt-in for you guys. Let me open all 3 tabs right here. So this is your starting atlas that you want to go for. Big thank you to Jung Roan for giving me the initial tree that he does. He is an absolute expert at doing Exarch and Eater runs. So this is his recommended tree that he starts with. And then what you want to do after that is you want to fill out until you have a 100% chance for the monster to drop in a connected map. That is by using Wandering Path here in addition with the connected map modifier right here. So this 2% goes to 4%. So if you get 25 of these nodes, you have a 100% chance to drop in a connected map, which means that you can, keep progressing your atlas as long as you don't get unlucky and you get a lower tier. So that's like your basic map start strategy. And then we are also taking the chance to get a +1 tier on the maps that drop as well nodes. And then the thing that is emphasized that Jung Roan pointed out to me is that he really likes going into Kirak missions. Really nice to just guarantee a little bit more smoothing out as, if you're not getting your red maps to drop, you get those Kirak missions and it just kind of smooths it out. If you run out of your tier 14s and you're just like, oh God, I have to go back to like tier 12. This is a way that you can still get those Kirak missions and it boosts it a little bit. This is the starting atlas. This is part 1 and then part 2. They'll be linked below. And then the third part, I totally recognize that this looks kind of cursed. This is just because the strategies that I want to do. So this is not what I'm recommending you do, but this is what I'm going to be doing because I really, really like farming Expedition. I've been doing it every single league since Expedition's been added to the game. It is just so good for early currency. You can use Rog crafting for getting really good, especially you get your spell suppression gear, all of that early. Rog crafting's incredible. And then, yeah, Tujin just gives you all of that small currency, occasional divines, really, really profitable, tons of stack decks, etc. So that's the general basic idea, is to go for Expedition. And then the secondary idea here is to go into Abyss, because this build utilizes Darkness Enthroned, the unique belt, as well as, and Darkness Enthroned, like a good roll on it's worth good currency early league, because so many people are playing SRS and minion builds in general. That's incredibly profitable. And then we would like to farm our own, and Abyss Ghastly Jewels are really good for us. And we can get a chance for like a really good 5 or 6 corrupted one too. Like, why not? So Abyss and Expedition is the core. This is kind of the general thing that I would recommend. Now, the third thing, and this is up to you. Also, yeah, Red Altars. Red Altars are goated, obviously on League Start, bunch of chaos, really safe and easier to do. Just grab that Soul of Aberrath on your Pantheon to get that immunity to Burning Ground. And this is really good to go. Don't take the Meteor Falls on you. What I want to do is Ultimatum. And so I am going to be taking the Ultimatum nodes first. It is entirely possible, this is with a big warning, Ultimatum may be really, really hard for like most builds. I think something like Detonate Dead probably can handle it, but just like a regular caster build, a regular minion build until you scale up might be a little tough. Ultimatum does get pretty hard. I am not directly recommending Ultimatum. If you don't like Ultimatum or it's too hard, I recommend going into just Harvest nodes And that's actually easier. You can save a lot of passives on the tree. The harvest nodes are all right here. So just take all these harvest nodes right here, all these highlighted clusters, drop all of the Ultimatum clusters. You'll save some more passive points, and you can do that. And yeah, that's what I'm league starting. I can't wait to play tomorrow, particularly the new Ascendancies. I love this build. This build's going to be really fun. It's going to absolutely cruise through the campaign and, you know, bringing back Ultimatum. It's going to be a good time. I missed it. Can't wait for the Trial Master to express his extreme disappointment at my performance. I'll have some performance anxiety around him. Anyway, that's it. Really, really quick video, just sharing some resources with you that I have prepared for myself and for you guys tomorrow. Hope to see you guys on the stream tomorrow. It's going to be a great league. Until next time, have a good one.